We're live. Let's see if somebody can shit on this parade.
What's up, everyone?
How come everyone is opening a Discord server now? Even Ape Andy has one now? Yeah, of course. We have to make the room at which everybody could congregate. Goddamn right, not a dead cat. Why is everybody's mics muted? What are we doing? It's okay to talk.
Yeah, why is still?
I ain't gonna bite. I will nibble, but I won't bite.
I haven't even seen one question be asked yet.
Yeah, what the fuck, guys? What the fuck is this? Okay, I'll just go fuck myself. It's fine. I don't even know where to fucking start with getting moderation set up on this. Fuck. Shut. The fuck? Mr. Travis Downey, very good to see you, sir. Fucking appreciate you, dude. I have no idea. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Get the Kringle in here.
Mr. Kringle. So it can wait. So people can or can't fucking wait. Why is
I
everybody's
assume
mics
they can't.
muted? You
That's probably how
got
you have it
the
set up.
two
Amateur.
most prominent figures up and coming of AMC right here within fucking arm's reach, and you're choosing not to talk to us. Shame, shame. I spit on you. Begums, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the hotel and work on my tan, so I'll see you guys later.
We need to get Tara in here, so get the ball
Right.
rolling. Yeah, I'm gonna message her. She'll come in and be like, "Yo, wanna do a little Discord instead of a space call?"
I'm just here so I don't get fined and for the MILFs. Hey, that's the most important part. It's the last bit of that message, sir. Respect and salute.
Yeah, quick.
Holy shit. The executive order also does not regard two federal agencies. Obviously, banks could drag the banks to high stakes need to just to pay even. Bank Policy Institute. What the fuck? Look at Charlie's most recent tweet. That's fucking interesting. Apparently, there was an executive order made by the fucking president pertaining to competition within the American economy.
Just pulling up right now.
What? What the fuck? This is getting interesting. I think that is in lieu of the whatchamacallit? Uh dark pools being like liquidity magnets that ultimately stifle the growth of the equities that it pertains to.
You gotta fix this shit so no one can talk.
Yeah, they had more channels, my bad. Alright, let's go to MILF spotting. That sounds more fun. What the fuck is Charlie doing? What's he finding?
Yeah, make some discussion channels, my friend. Just
Oh yeah,
us.
more text channels too. God damn,
Oh, you crack me up, bro.
I'm fucking retarded as shit. Sorry.
Doesn't even set it up and then sends out the invites.
Oh, fucking dumb as shit. Fuck me. I don't even know where to fucking begin. Did anybody know about setting up and managing a fucking Discord server? Anybody in here at least? I don't know.
What are you trying to do?
I just need some guidance from anybody that has experience setting up Discord servers because I just don't fucking know.
Oh my god, we don't have the money.
Uh, when in doubt, tweet it out. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Give my children a little more freedom to try the things that they want to do. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I can set up channels and shit. Oh, fucking fix this crap, dude.
I made you admin so you can help
What the fuck?
moderate and or set up and or whatever. There's so many fucking flies flying around in here. The fuck? Is this still in the proposal stage? Supplemental liquidity provider. Oh my fucking slap. Shit out of you. Got one. Exchanges president for the rule change on July 1st. You send this to Charlie. Charlie would know. I fucking love this account.
Alright, set up some fucking channels.
This fucking Ken Griffin parody Twitter account, dude. This motherfucker
Yeah.
always cracks me up.
Yeah,
He
I'll
fucking
click
tweets me
on it.
back. Wait, what did I say? Oh yeah. Oh my fucking god. So the like Ortex equivalent that I'm in the middle of developing, I've called abortyourshort.com. So he replies back saying we are now short on planned shorting hood. Lots of hype for this week, which, by the way, is okay. I understand the whole no dates, no this, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you know what no dates gets you? No fucking dates, because no woman or man wants to fucking date somebody who doesn't have a little bit of gamble in them. It's okay to have expectations. It's part of being an adult. If your expectations don't fucking plan out or come to fruition, then okay. You know, it sucks, but okay. Fucking get back up on your fucking feet, get the dust off your fucking shoulders, and fucking move the fuck on. That's how it goes. We already know that we have the pocket aces in this whole entire fucking fucked up table of poker. And throughout all of this research and all this information gathering and data crunching and number crunching, we now know the hands of all the other players at the fucking table. And we've got the nuts. We've got the nuts. Okay? Burn and turn.
So I keep saying, basically, we have a winning lottery ticket. You just don't know the date of the drawing.
Yeah.
You're gonna win. You just don't know when. Just relax.
Exactly. Exactly. But it's okay to be a fucking big boy or a big girl and realize that your expectations might have been too high. And that's fine. Get the fuck back up and do it again. Figure out what you did wrong the first time, adapt, and fucking do it again. Shut. Jesus, fuck, this video's popping off. Good lord. Um, yeah, thank you to everybody who's been tweeting this out and fucking sharing it, because this is going parabolic. This is very similar to what AMC's price chart is going to look like very soon. Did this get posted on like a subreddit? What?
Dude, Astro, have you checked out that fucking thing that Shannon put up? The
Which
SEC
thing?
ruling?
Her
The
OnlyFans
SEC
posts?
ruling?
Because you got it. Wait, Shannon or Tara? Wait, oh fuck. Oops. Live, by the way. Who?
Shannon in Discord.
Oh yeah, I sent it to Charlie to see what he thinks on it.
Where order flow providers have a choice over to direct liquidity providing orders by offering further incentives to send additional display liquidity to the exchange. Isn't that the new rule
But
with
what's
the
the
new
doc
fees that are
saying?
taking effect?
Because at this point, it's not even fees that they're concerned
Yeah,
about. It's just the fact that they can. That's the that's the dark corner of the market for them to conduct their fuckery. Motherfucking JB coming through. JB saying that the exchange believes that the proposed change would encourage the submission of additional liquidity and order flow to a public exchange, thereby enhancing order execution opportunities for member organizations. Yeah, so it sounds like those who have monopolized all of the liquidity in the equities are hogging it from other major players. So it's kind of like the oh, piss off. It's kind of like yeah, they're so Citadel and friends are hurting all the other market members because of the fact that they're hoarding liquidity because they have the lowest ask because they're the ones that are hoarding all of the orders. That's my interpretation to that. Mr. G, thanks. What's going on, my guy? How you doing? Do you think the market maker are using gold and silver to pump and roll liquidity? I find it weird. It's all a part of the giant fucking set of tentacles that they have. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me because that's ultimately what the algorithm of algorithms in question does. Because Citadel back in 2012, if I recall correctly, they bought out an up and coming trading algorithm company for like $400 million, I think is what it came out to. And this algorithm that they bought the rights to controls a set of algorithms that manages and optimizes liquidity across all the different security classes. So your bonds, your equities, your futures, just everything. So even if the stock itself is at an inopportune time for whatever it is they're going for, this algorithm knows how to pivot from the equities market, so the stock, and pivot into the bonds of it, the futures of it. It's a multi-dimensional analysis that's being done at thousands of times a second. And its goal is to maximize liquidity, which allows for a thinner bid-ask spread, which is the ultimate goal for things like payment for order flow and all of the fuckery that we see. So yeah, if it sees that hedging between gold and silver, long or short, whatever it is, if that's what it requires, it's factoring in every facet of the market to perform such a thing. So it wouldn't surprise me. You see money flow from sector to sector and subsector to subsector. It's not it's nothing to be surprised over because that's what they do. Here, Ortex has a really good display of it. Where'd it go? I don't remember where it went. But yeah, there's you can always see how all of the big money will pivot itself throughout different cycles. This dude's wait, this the vice president of a nuclear plant? Goddamn. Oh fuck! Don't tell me I'm out of trash bag. This is gonna be bad. Oh, this is very, 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 very not good. Fuck my life. Hey, chat, can someone donate so I can DoorDash trash bags? I'm lazy as fuck. Did I ever listen to Randy Rhoads? Of course. Did I ever listen to dude? Randy's rest in peace, man. Rest in fucking peace. There's a video of Ozzy. They filmed it through with the Discovery Channel, I think. There was a episode of something where it had to do with history, the history of rock, and they got Ozzy Osbourne, and they went and dug up all of the old demos and the takes that they did for the first album they did together, and they found one of the isolated tracks that Randy did um, over Crazy Train. But right when they were done with the take, Randy just kept going, and the studio engineer didn't cut the tape, which back in that day was like you were recording analog back then, and typically, especially when you're just starting out with a new group, record labels didn't want to put up money for you. So every second that rolled on that fucking analog tape was overall a very expensive thing, and they just let it keep going. and Randy just shredded away, and Ozzy's listening to it. He had never heard it before, and the dude started to fucking tear up, and then I started to fucking tear up. Just fucking amazing. You can look it up. It's like Ozzy listens to unheard Randy Rhoads or something. Mm. Yeah, you already know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Randy was just fucking such a fucking talented cat. Rest in peace. Rest in fucking peace. Man, if I could play one of his guitars or one of Slash's guitars, I would literally cry. I would literally cry just knowing like whose hands this had been in before. Or SRV, you know. There was this girlfriend of mine who, I'm saying that in general terms, by the way, girlfriend, not girlfriend, but a girlfriend. Uh, Her grandfather bought a 19, God, what year was that? I think it was a 73 gold top, and it was in one of those weird years that Gibson had, where they were experimenting with the the mini humbuckers, I think. Whatever it was. But this thing is fucking old. Like I've got a sunburst that I have that I relic myself, and I'm just beating the shit out of it. Then you have this gold top that her grandfather owned, and it had the shit beat out of it, but with authenticity. And the fucking thing like has the lacquer. The lacquer was is checking. You can see all the scratches and um, the belt buckle rash from it on the back of the guitar. Uh, the little scratches on the fretboard from all the bends and just playing that thing, man. Like the best part is that her grandfather was from fucking Memphis, Tennessee. And so you know for a fucking fact that every musician that ever went through Memphis back from 60s to the 70s, you know, Jimmy Page, Keith Richards, fucking Chuck Berry, B.B. King, you know, like all those guys go guitar shopping when they're on the road. And when I picked that thing up, man, I could feel it. I could feel like every hand, every set of hands that had ever touched that thing. And I'm not even one for like supernatural kind of shit, really. Not a whole lot. Or Nashville, yeah, Nashville, not fucking Memphis. One of the two. But when I picked that up, dude, it was I could like the moment I put my fucking hands on it, it was just surreal. Absolutely fucking surreal. I've got a picture of it. Let me see if I can find it. I can't even remember when her and I were fucking around. Probably not gonna find it right now. Easily like a fucking $200,000 guitar though. Darkpool Trades knows a chartered person that charts with spheres. Wait, what? Darkpool Trades knows a charter person that charts with spheres. I don't know what that means. But you do have my interest. These cycles, yeah, yeah. One of my newer-ish ideas is that where the fuck did my charting? There it is. One of my newer ideas is that the the trades that happen throughout the day is cut up into quarters by whatever algorithm, and it keeps a separate ledger, so to speak. And some cocksucker named Lou, I've heard people bring up his name, saying that there's a second ledger, and this has nothing to do with that. So I want to dispel that right away. It says that there's a second book, so that has not. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that the trades that we see happen quarterly during the day, and they will trade against each other, such that if they open a short position during the first quarter of the day on Monday, come Wednesday/Thursday, you'll see the inverse of that on the same quarter of the day, or it'll backlog it to the final quarter of the day. It's extremely fucking weird. Um, you can even see it in the volume. But what that does, though, is that it creates a three-dimensional chart. Is how you have to think of it. By abstracting that behavior of trading, by having four different ledgers, for lack of a better word, each of them are like their own portfolio, so to speak. You're creating another dimension on the chart, whereas conventionally you have an X and Y. But with this, you're making like a pseudo dimension. Mr. Dan James Jones, how you doing, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, so what I'm doing right here is I'm using a tool inside of TradingView called the cyclic lines, and put simply, it creates cyclic lines. You can create cycles where, based on, you create where you want your start of the cycle to be to the end, and whatever the duration or the difference between those two is, it will then iterate it over the rest of the chart. So when you look at this, I've cut it up all into quarters, right? And you'll see that this quarter right here is almost the direct inverse of this quarter right here. Let's see, this was June 25th. So here's the first quarter of the day on June 25th, which is 9:30 to 11:30. And then I'll go into the next quarter. And if you look at how the crosshair, so I'm hovering over this middle window right here, it'll show on like the macro view, so to speak, on the left-hand side. So you can see exactly where we're at on the trend. Yeah, so I'm flipping this upside down, by the way. This middle, this is the second quarter of the day. When I flip it upside down, it looks almost exactly like what happened preceding it. And then it gets even weirder when you start jumping between days. So this was June 25th. So now here's June 28th. So June 25th was a Friday. When you go to June 28th, I wish this stupid shit would go away. Again, you find extremely reminiscent patterns. So this looks like almost double. Almost like what happened before was now done at a 2x factor. See? So this is where like the inverse happened. And then all of the movements became leveraged almost. If I remember right, the pattern that I had found was the first quarter of the day before will be the same as the last quarter as an inverse the day after. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is pretty fucking evident. So again, this chart right here is literally flipped upside down. And you can see where things become reminiscent of one another, starting here, where you have that walk down. It even matches in the volume. And then you go back up. This is actually going down because I have it flipped upside down. It's just super fucking odd. Yeah, like it's super fucking weird. Here you go. Here's probably one of the best examples I can find. It's just eerily similar. And again, this chart right here is flipped upside down. And see how they trade. Ah, it's fucking spooky. From here and here until the end of that quarter, the trades look identical. Just, yeah. There you go. And just for context, I'm going to zoom out here. Can't even tell where we're at. Yeah, so this window right here, this window pane, you can see where I'm at in the macro view based on where the crosshair is. Okay, so I'm right here, but on the left, the bigger chart, you'll see the crosshair move, and then over here, right? So what this is telling me is that this set of trading right here had the inverse of it happen right here. What is the top chart? This is AMC. But just how eerily fucking similar it is. I mean, even on the candles, it's just fucking uncanny. Check your DM. Yeah, I got you. Looks like this cat might have beaten me to it. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty dope. Thank you for sending me. Thank you for sending me this. Oh fuck. I'm gonna piss real quick. trying to see what he's doing with these. I don't remember what they're called. That's fucking neat, though. Huh. Yeah, thanks for sending me this, man. Oh, Jesus. Oops. All right, time cycles. Yeah, this kind of goes off of fractals, too. What are you trying to figure out right now with the charts? Just kind of messing around and seeing what not what patterns there are because I'm already familiar with a lot of the patterns, but rather how else to interpret them. So right now I'm using this little tool. It's just compounding oscillations, I guess. The bigger the semicircle, the bigger the movement. And if you have the smaller circles also hit at the same time as the circles that are smaller than it, that's typically a surefire shot at the movement not only being consistent but powerful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with this more. Off topic, have you heard of Greta? Oh yeah, yeah. Greta Van Fleet kicks ass, and I know that they get a lot of shit for sounding like they're just knocking off Zeppelin, but that's literally what every musician ever has done. Is they fail at trying to sound just like their idols, and that's how you get their sound. Because Zeppelin was just trying to sound like B.B. King and Muddy Waters. Bonham was a jazz drummer. Page was a blues player, and then Robert Plant was Robert Plant. But Robert Plant listened to a bunch of B.B. King and Albert King and Muddy and fucking Little Richard, you know. And that's why they have the sound they have. That's why Zeppelin sounded the way Zeppelin did. So what I'm trying to figure out now is how. So to calculate the movement, that happens after these FINRA short distance reports come out, I believe it has something to do with the cycle preceding it, because the green line is when the report is published. Let's see, Blue, I need to flip these. I think. Okay, so no, it should be like this. So the red lines are the settlement date, the blue line is the due date of the report, and then green is the report that is published. So all of the movement that would happen here is the result of whatever happened in between here, if I'm understanding correctly. Hold on. Mr. Don Davis. Good to see you, sir. So like on May 25th, I want to figure out why the movement up was so fucking aggressive. Because what the fuck was... Why would... Because if we look at this, it's not... This is kind of like a reset point, is what I'll call it. Because obviously this movement was the result of this. So in my head, I'm kind of just assuming that, just for the sake of simplifying this, I'm going to assume that everything that happened here, shorting-wise, was covered through this. All right, so this kind of puts us back into square one. Then we dip down. And obviously, there was a lot of pressure that happened here to push it down. And there was a lot of pressure here to keep it down. And as we approached the actual report date, that's when you see what looks like covering. And I think that the mechanic that's causing for this is all of the other market maker algos are looking for stocks that have a high days to cover metric, which is why when you look at Ortex, when you go and look at Ortex, anything with a days to cover that is greater than 1, I've made this a point for a while now, they want to keep the days to cover at or below 1. Anytime it's greater than that, it's kind of like a signal to all the other market makers and whatnot to try to go for like a little short squeeze. Not a short squeeze, but the other algos realize that this has been oversold, not only on what the RSI might show, but also as days to cover being the metric that it is. And I don't consider days to cover to be even, I don't think that it's a modern metric. But in the context of this, it obviously has some weight to it. So, is there an indicator for that? Ooh. Ooh. Fuck. So if this is, for what I'm seeing, so this was kind of your neutral position, at least for whatever interval this was for, and then everything that was used to drag it down and keep it down is what caused this run up. And then after this, they tried to hold it down, but then it did it again. And then they tried to hold it down again, and then it did it again. And then that's when you saw $70-some. And then they finally seemingly have a hold on it. So this wedge right here, this is their neutral point. So everything below this line is a danger zone.
Sam hears you. Sam hears you in the cover. Sam, good boy.
Right, so everything right here. Anything below this line is them overstepping. So they dropped it here, and then it came back up while being above this line. This was the attempt at pushing it up, got rejected, fell back down. So when we hit around here, this is our new neutral position. And then they tried to shove it down, didn't work, got brought back up. Same thing here. Same thing here. Cock and ball. And then this is delta neutral. So yeah, now that they have us down here, I mean, you clearly have this. Sort of came back up. You could view this as a reset, so to speak, but then they brought it back down here, and then here. And we started to come back up, but now it's here. And given this is just, to me, what it looks like, and the fact that they even continued shoving it down here is just very odd. And if you go back to the last time they tried to do that, I mean, really, it goes all the way back to here, where you saw them trying to hold it down. This triple, like, this I've seen a lot. This is for some reason extremely reminiscent. It's just this, it's like, this doesn't even look real, just the way that this works. You'll see this triple bottom kind of thing, where it just gets held there in purgatory right before a rip. See? happened here. And then they tried to do it here. But again, just you can see it. This is your first bottom, second bottom, third bottom. This is where it would have normally been had buyers not stepped in. And then you had that run up. But then you have it here again and run up. And fucking look where we're at. In fact, I wonder if you go to the 10-minute, if, yeah, there's your triple bottom. It's really odd because everything happens in fours with this fucking thing, and I don't know why. Yeah, and there's the fucking fractal indicator going off saying that we're in a buy zone because this fractal looks exactly like this one back here. Yeah, AB equals CD. That's what it's looking for. Extremely fucking weird. But the aggression seen here is what blows me away. If I remember right, though, that was the precursor to late May, though. Yeah, this. And just kept fucking slamming it. Which is so odd because it like the volume wasn't even there. There's a triple bottom. I don't know. A lot of weird shit. But I'm still super motherfucking bullish for tomorrow. All right. I got some errands and shit I need to run. I will be back on. Shit. It's noon. Probably be back on around midnight tonight. Um, yeah. And I'm gonna be releasing some more videos. Gonna be releasing more videos now that I've been able to kind of consolidate all of the information that I have and have been collecting and all the research and whatnot. The most recent video that I posted um, is just the fucking beginning. So thank you again for the support on that. Apparently we're pushing two and a half thousand views, which is just fucking uncanny. So thank you so fucking much. That was not expected at all. So thank you. Thank you. Oh, I need to get coffee. But yeah, thank you all so much for the fucking support. Like, you have no idea. You have no fucking idea. You have no idea what it means to me. Looking to unusual whales. Yeah. I've got an account, and I actually I've got a friend of mine who is actually a very good friend of his. So we're gonna be chatting very soon. I think your videos are. Yeah, absolutely. I've sort of had that idea in the back of my head, but just given the chaos that is my life, I haven't had time to even sit down and like make clips of the streams to post. But we're fucking getting there, brother. We are fucking getting right on chunder. Yeah. So thank you all again so much, Dan. I fucking love you, man. G, thanks. Fucking love you, Doug. Oh, Air Jordan. My bad. I'm just now seeing your chat. And Harrison. Yeah, all you fuckers. Sorry for not even getting to you guys. I've been locked into this. But yeah, again, thank you so much. I seriously, I fucking love you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'll be shit posting on Twitter per usual. Discord channel in the description. All that good stuff. So thank you again, guys. I'm fucking out. See you in about 12 hours.